My Dear Vikings, Vampire Dynasty is an upcoming simulation in the medieval era where you play as a vampire. And it's by the creators of Medieval Dynasty. So I guess it will be somewhere around the same premise. I'm very intrigued if this is just reusing the assets of Medieval Dynasty and trying to put on just a different skin on top of it, or if this is actually going into a very different direction, being fleshed out with all kinds of weird vampiric related mechanics. And since the Dynasty titles were simulations, more or less, in terms of like you have survival aspects to it, it was kind of harsh as well. But yeah, I'm very intrigued by it. So we just had a chat and discussion here with Chad that this blue cross over here is inspired from the Happy Cemetery from Romania. Me being from Romania, I luckily recognized it. It has the same color scheme. It has the same format with the picture up top and the text below. And it says something below. I think I can read Stefan something Escu. And then the title to it, what happened to him, why he died, or something like that. I'll never forget how one of them says, at least his wife doesn't beat him anymore. Yeah. I think they could be a little bit even funnier. Like the rhyming repeats himself a lot throughout the crosses. But if I recall, it's a one-man show. It's like one person doing that. So yeah, probably at some point your creativity runs out and the stuff repeats. Good. Vampire Dynasty. Let's have a look. We have 2 nights that we can play in this demo and try it out. Let's see if we like it. And I'm curious to see what you guys are having in thoughts of this. Host a multiplayer session. Join a multiplayer session. Ooh, look at that. I wonder, will then everybody play their own vampire house and you actually have to play against each other? We'll see. Single player, new game. Vlad Dracul. Dear devs, if you're just watching and you need voice actors and Romanian accents or straight up Romanian talk, I'm your voice actor. Loading screen is a little bit long. And this intimidating stare. Chad, is he blinking? He's not blinking, right? And here we are. In a cave, torch in hand. A peasant walks. Dandy, metal wolf, captain. I guess they're workmen. Lots of demos to check out today. Fire the torch looks kind of funky. Oh! He cut his arm and is dropping it on the caskets. And such we awake.
Dragus, I was afraid we lost you.
Hunger, an insatiable abyss, and sleep. It was going to consume me forever.
You were asleep a little over a year, my friend. In that time, I've made some friends among the locals. Sadly, things aren't looking good. And your brother is gone. I have no idea where he went. He's like the wind, that boy. We need you.
Vadim. Blood. A doe. A sheep. A rat, even. I can think of nothing else. I'm struggling not to turn on you.
Let's not waste time, then. I've prepared something for you, Dragus. Come.
Dragos. I think it should be called Dragos. Like, going more a little bit into the Romanian pronunciation and naming. Instead of Dragos. Dragos. Would be cool. I've been fantastic, Captain. How's it going on your side? Happy Thursday to you guys. Have you tried out any interesting demos so far? So, I can do a short rest or a long rest over here. Welcome to the demo version. Begin your journey following Vadim. Am I allergic to water? No, we don't burn in the water. Okay, so at least we know that. We have not the... Although it's running water, right? Follow Vadim. Let's do it. This looks very, very nice. Interesting that it's a third person and not first person. You can collect resources by clicking F. Okay. Animation looks a little bit funky. Collect stone. Collect stone. Razvan's coffin. Yeah, there we go. We have some proper Romanian names now coming in.
My brother must have been here not long ago. My brother must have been here not long ago.
Probably. Tab, that's the inventory. We have stones, clothing, all kinds of types. We have our journal. Very basic and simple. Building types, nothing yet there. Management, we have vampires. Okay, we have different vampires with different desires, with different professions and loyalties. We have thralls, we have workstations, we have coffins that we can have. Okay, okay. Over statistics and the map. This looks like a big castle up there. Okay. Good. Nice little map as well. So, where is Vadim? Onde és, bă? Something up here. We can collect some limestone. I'll take it. Okay, collecting of things is fast. It's not in the animation of like kneeling down and picking them up. I like that. Would I think take a lot of the speed out of the game and make it a bit weird. Whoa! Is there a blood moon going on? This looks grim and dark. Wow, is that our castle? Please tell me that's our castle. When dawn comes, it will burn. When dawn comes, it will survive. Okay, so that was that sun with the fire means on the left-hand side on the bottom. Best way to protect yourself from the light of the day is to rest in a coffin. Oh, clay. I'll take it. This is running water now. Does that damage me? No, but it does react to me. Okay. So running water.
I tried to check on you as often as possible. It's also a good observation point.
Collect coal. Yeah, why not? Take it. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, some nice big fields. This is looking good, Chad. Nice. Hoping the final product we can, like, you know, create our own vampire. Design him. If this turns out to be a Valheim, not Valheim, a V Rising, but in 3D instead of top-down isometric, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I did click V by accident, and apparently I'm now highlighting everything around. Sticks. I'm just grabbing stuff while we're following. Because I have a feeling... Whoa!
What's that noise?
Yeah, what was that noise? Lots of stones. We don't have to collect later on. Interesting purple light going on here. Can we collect these? Don't change mode. You don't have the
Even though I have been here for a while,
hunter's outfit.
Sangavian flora never ceases to surprise me.
I'm more surprised by that rumble.
Count Laskar mentioned that landslides sometimes happen in the old quarry.
Landslide. Dragos has been to Sangavia for a short time and is just getting to know the mysterious land. There are some resources you can only collect later in the game. For the time being, you can't interact with them, but in the future, who knows? Okay, fair enough.
Damn. You were right. The road is blocked.
Can you see what's on the other side? Your senses are more keen than mine.
Look around using the vampire senses. The creature's on the other side, it seems like. What the...
It's nothing. Just a few rocks. I can dig through.
You want to break down those boulders? You're exhausted.
If we're stuck here and my bloodlust takes over, I won't risk your life.
Okay, clear the passage by destroying the boulders. Hits. Okay. Looks like we're pretty strong. Want some coal? And an iron ore. Abandoned quarry. Boulder. Okay, I mean, being a vampire kind of makes sense that you can collect raw material with your bare hands. In other games, I find it a little bit silly that you can punch the rock for rock. Some slight FPS drops are happening here and then. Whoa, he can super high jump. What's this? Mamushka! Just a casa.
Must be really tough if some people try to survive in wilderness such as this.
Wow.
I might be starving, but there's not much left on these bones.
Vial of unidentified substance. Dude, this is giving me full-on Romanian vibes here. Stick. I wonder how it will be with carry capacity and vampires. Like, if we can carry a lot more. Boulder. Okay, that's the old quarry.
I smell blood, but the scent is sweeter than ever. Vadim, what have you done?
You'll see soon enough. Trust me.
Sweeter than ever. On account deceased. What did he give me? Inventory. Cold polecat. Effect 11 blood. Blood is blood, right? Adds 10 blood to the random impairments. What is an impairment? Attack is weakening from drinking that blood. I'm kind of afraid to jump into the river. I have a feeling that this will maybe kill us. Hey. Take that. Lovely nighttime. Dinner's Chasm. Oh wow, he freaking put somebody on the pike.
I don't want to do this, Vadim. I don't want to slaughter him. I can't.
My friend, he's a cattle thief. The locals caught him and brought him here. They tried to beat him to death. I chased them away because to batter a man like that is unjust. To kill someone with no trial. But he will die. I know it. My herbs can't heal him. His death is pointless. It can benefit only you.
He might be a thief, but I am not a murderer.
You're not a human either.
Interesting. Yeah, do we spear the thief? Or do we drink the thief's blood? One or two in chat. What do you say? I'm curious now. Blood! I did not expect anything else from you, Zotar. Skål! I see. I see. So we drink the thief's blood. Good-o.
I must satiate my hunger.
The decision has changed and
There is
Vadim
no
sees
other
you.
way.
Tyranny +1. Oh, interesting.
Who would have thought?
Razvan!
My little brother? A murderer?
Where have you been? We needed you.
Here and there. I explored the lovely area. I went hunting.
Whose blood did you drink? Where did you leave the body? We have to be careful if we don't want an angry mob at our door.
What door? Dragus promised us a castle, and then he disappeared for a year in a musty coffin in some hole. Anyway, the bodies were swallowed by the swamp, and no one will see them again. That family wasn't even from here. I'm no fool.
Family? An entire family? Do you have but a scrap of remorse?
I don't think so.
This old tale of Razvan the Mad again?
Razvan?
No, I think I'm
It's
fed up with it. Talk
Razvan.
about it later. In about 50 years when... never mind. By then, your bones will have turned to dust anyway.
Are you two done?
I sure am. And you are just getting started. You will always hunger for human blood. And with each passing day, you will crave it all the more.
Vadim, you spoke of some problems in the village?
We will discuss everything in my cabin. Razvan, you should come with.
Oh, are you inviting me into your humble abode? So we are on the same side.
He has been nothing but trouble since birth. And now he also has vampire powers. What could possibly go wrong?
He's right, though. I've been gone too long. It would be a good idea for me to find out what problems plague the people of Dynasty before I take any action.
Yeah, I would encourage the developers to go in the pronunciation for Romanian pronunciation, and not be Medresti, but be Medresht. And Razvan, then instead of Razvan. And yeah. Okay, let's follow Vladim. Okay, interesting. That means our character has not drank any blood so far, and now our brother's like, well, well, you will now crave for more. Who knows? Maybe the video later on when we upload it makes the turn, and the developers outreach to tag along as a VA consultant, because it's coming off as someone that's seen Romania but never heard it. Yeah, Fields of Midresht. Dude, the vibe is really nice. It's really neat so far. Okay. Where are we heading, Mr. Vladim? Where are we heading? Ooh. Will I burn if I go to Midresht Mausoleum? If you die near this mausoleum, you'll respawn it. Oh, I see. So there's like a little coffin in there or something. I like. Short rest coffin. A chest. What do we have here? Big bag of coins. $45 coins. Nice. So I like that you don't have any stamina as a vamp. I mean, it makes sense. Midrest.
Adam, who's the tramp you brought with you? Don't we have enough trouble as it is?
This is Dragus, Lord of the Dynasty Castle. The one who was rewarded with these lands for saving Laskar's life a year ago.
Oh, your lordship. Have mercy. I didn't know. Strangers mean nothing but trouble here.
Now you know who I am. Tell your neighbors about my arrival.
Okay, the animations are a little bit wonky. She's like warping in and out.
I bow before you, my lord. How can I help you?
What's going on in the village?
What's new in the village?
It's always something in Madresti. Just listen.
The beginner revealed that some of the details below. Radu, respected forager, non-believer. Dimitri steals the eggs. Anna, arsonist. Maroria drinks too much. Vampire sense. Red, bright red, excellent quality. Blood, red, good quality. Yellow, low quality. Green, poisons. Purple, cursed blood. In addition, the quality of blood will also see the rumors you have learned about nearby villagers. Interesting. Okay. Dude, I love the buildings. Nice. This is like a wooden gates from our region in the Ardellen, I think it's called in English. Ardial. That should be Mariora, not... Monstral, how you doing, Wickerman? Mariora! Mariora! Oh man. Yeah, this could definitely benefit from some Romanian vibes in the accents and proper pronunciation. Oh boy, look at the bench! I think even my grandma had one of those similar looking ones. Interiors are looking a little bit empty as of now, but that's okay. Razvan is here. Okay. Is it called Transylvania in English? Nah. I don't think so. Transylvania is a little bit more east.
Is this really necessary?
The unrest in Madresti is getting worse and worse. This place needs a strong leader. We must begin by showing the people that you will be their ruler.
They will definitely notice me in this outfit. And from afar. It's cozy here. I remember these were just ivy-covered ruins.
It's been decades since anyone has lived here. Laskar took possession of these lands, but had no intention of living in Madresti. I found out that this house belonged to the Major Domo of the previous master of the castle.
Major Domo? I've always wanted to have a Major Domo. This role was made for you, Vadim.
Will you finally tell me what's going on in the village?
I don't even know where to start. Everyone is having a hard time, and they blame everyone but themselves for their misfortune. They worship the Forest Mother here. She is a protective deity bound to villagers' daily life. They perform peculiar rituals in her name. Their beliefs are full of superstitions that are hard to follow. These people are not so different from the people of our home village. They deserve our help. Right now, unfortunately, they are primarily driven by fear.
In our land, vampires were also a superstition. What if some of these beliefs are true?
Possibly. However, for now, the peasants are simply lost. They need a leader. Someone they can turn to for help instead of succumbing to mob mentality. And a stranger living in a cave doesn't inspire trust.
I understand what you're getting at. What condition is the castle in?
It's in shambles. It needs to be razed to the ground. Count Laskar promised us the moon, but we're given a handful of dust. It would take years to rebuild.
It
Oh,
would have
gods.
taken years. Had we been human. I'll take a look and see what can be done.
Wait. Eventually, you'll need blood again. You have to hunt. And in this fancy outfit, you'll draw attention.
The
Okay.
hunter's outfit prevents recognition. Just be careful. People in Madresti may be scared if they see someone dressed like this. These people need a leader, not another boogeyman.
And the leader needs a castle.
Mmm. The taste of human blood completed. Razvan's dagger has been added. One of Razvan's 3 favorite daggers. I wonder when he'll realize it's missing. We're not giving it back. Pressing R, you can switch between aristocrat and hunter mode. Oh. With the possibility of taking villages and moving around the world without arousing suspicion, as hunter you move faster, jump further, and can fight with the left mouse button. Most importantly, whatever you do, your identity will remain a secret. Remember that if a villager recognizes you, they will raise the alarm and your game could end. Yeah, he did watch us catching it. That's a little bit silly. Okay, interesting. Reach the castle hill. Chapter 1, the new ruler. Okay, I'm curious now. Oh, wow. Anybody here? No.
Razvan was right. This place, it's not even a shadow of its former glory. It's a ghost of the past. We have to start over.
Collect. Press tab to select the building modes. Okay, let's have a look-see. Let's switch over. Building. Prefabs. So let's place it down.
Good start. The old castle is a ruin, but I'm sure we'll be able to use something. These are precious resources.
There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're thinking about the old ruined buildings and are actually building something from scratch. And the ruin is more or less our free resources to collect. Fair enough. Fair enough. Taking all, what do we have here? Builds. Oh, is I'm not hitting the hammer anymore? Do we use magic to place the items? I'm not sure I like it so much as in the medieval dynasty. You're kind of losing some magical power here to just place everything on the ground. And I also like that the buildings were procedurally like building. You like did the foundation, then you did some parts, and then some more parts. And it felt like an organic growth. But yeah, it's not the final product, so just ideas throwing out there. What would be cool to have. So I think it's... Oh, there we go.
It's a better solution than the cave, there's no doubt about that. Now it's time to take care of the resting place.
Okay, build without limits. You can access the individual segments now. Oh, there we go. What? Catafalque? What the hell is that? Catafalque. So, resting place. Okay, that's my resting place. Good. Let's place it in here.
2 feet over instead of 6 feet under. A nice change. I still need a coffin.
Good. Build a coffin. New shelter. Manage. Assigned to vampire. Ooh, what's going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's coming running. That's not good. That means something happened, most likely. For the long rest. Short rest will wake you up the next night. Long rest will wake you up several months or even years later. Wow, so you can like plant something and then go on long rest and come back and be like, see the fruits of your labor, of your planning. That's interesting. So it's definitely faster paced in a sense than Medieval Dynasty. I think that was the main problem with Medieval Dynasty, that a lot of people did not even see the end content because they just didn't bother to go through, let's call it the grinds. What do you want, the Vladim? Or Vadim?
There's a stir in the village. A crowd's gathering. They're shouting. I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen.
I'll check it out.
It's good that you woke me up then, my friend. We can deal with the castle later. I'll go see what's happening.
I hope it's all just fuss and feathers. Good luck.
Fuzz and Feathers. The quest will be available in the full game. Continue the gameplay by completing the blue quest line and expanding your castle. Okay. I see,
If
I see.
I want to build something special, I need more materials. I need to have a place to store them.
Okay, so the storyline is only in the main quest then. Fair enough. Build a chest.
Chests and coffins look pretty decent to me. Maybe I should become a carpenter. Window frames will not be a challenge, but the glass is a bigger problem. I need a furnace.
Do we now? A forge. This object can be placed on a floor. Oh boy. Floors. Let's make a furnace over here then. One. I'll place it because there's another thing over there. Apparently. So I think that the forge can be placed on this. But there's also... Wow, the buildings are super clunky and ugly, if you ask me. Okay, we're also getting some slight performance lags over here. It's not the most optimized situation. Let's go for the quality preset on... Put it on medium. So it gets smoothened out a little bit more. So the walls are being built. Punch it down. Even though it was more an accident. Is there a wall piece missing? build 100 objects achievements. So place this all down. Because of the wall will appear afterwards. Up and jump, up and jump. Okay. Needing wood for that. And I cannot go out of here. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what else can we build. Forge. Staircases, roof tiles. Some miscellaneous. Okay. I don't know, it feels a little bit too slick, too easy to build those. The blueprints are very ugly and very basic, just boxes to place stuff inside. So the building of the blueprints must be either more free so you can create it yourself if you go on this box-like thing, ugly looking. Or you give the players some free build possibilities. Enshrouded is a very good example of how cool and how well building can be in terms of being able to be creative, have all kinds of different forms and whatnot. But yeah, Vampire Dynasty is very rough around the edges. I think it's not in its best interest to get some reviews on its current state of it. It has an interesting premise. It has an interesting looks. It's intriguing. The whole vampire thing is compelling. I have my fingers crossed that they'll go for some proper Romanian pronunciation if they go for this kind of Dracula vibe that they're having here. And that's if you need help with that and want some voice acting advice, or do you want to let me supervise the whole voice acting gig, I'll more than happy to do that and interact with all the voice actors so the lines are nailing and doing what they should do. Then they need to hire Corm as a professional voice actor or professional advisor. Okay, advisor, yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm at your services if you need them. But yeah, medieval Dynasty is very neat in its complexity, and I hope that Vampire Dynasty will get a step up from what we got there. So far, it feels like a step down. Everything is easier, faster. I mean, it makes sense. We're a vampire, but. For the finale, I'll go into the village in hunter mode and see what happens. Rawr. Did I jump too far? Rawr. Look at that. Animation being funky a little bit. I see, buddy. I see somebody. Rah. Drink blood. Someone noticed you in the hunter outfit. Fear in the village increased. Radu! Radu is dead. Dragomir. Munch on you. Productivity.
The future can be read from the stars, but
the witness found a body. The fear in the village has increased. Okay. I mean, now I'm just, fooling around. But if these fear mechanics and interacting with the villagers and the population is done nicely and intriguing to be like really have to be careful and a sneaky hunter. This feels more like an action RPG, running around like this and attacking and going at them. Rah. Yeah. Even attacks us. This feels like an action RPG a little bit. Eternal kiss. So probably I need to lure them into order to make them into some vampires. And yeah, killing them, Alexandru, does affect the village. Oh my god. Okay, so right click is defense mode. So Batman style in the attack. Okay. Fair enough. Oh boy. There we go. Killed 7 people. Butcher of Medresht. Achievement unlocked. And with that, I bid you farewell. Yeah. Yeah, this is very rough around the edges. Very rough around the edges, I would say. Romanian manland spectacularly while doing a tiger impression. Dingo. Love your things. So let's have a look at this together really quickly. Will it tell you our gender? Yeah, male. Will it tell us our age? 26 to 35. How many hours did you play weekly? A lot. So 3 times 8. It's already in this category. Maybe even here. Sort of mechanics by... Sort these mechanics by interest. Okay. Storyline first. Building my castle, commanding my things, fighting vampire hunters is the last one. Okay. Next. Were you engaged in the opening 15 minutes of playing Vampire Dynasty? Yeah. I think the first 15 minutes were quite good, yeah. The castle building system is fun and lets you get creative. No, not at all. Do you like the story? It's hard to tell. You get a little bit of an insight from it, so give it a 6. Do you enjoy the visual presentation of Vampire Dynasty? Not really. It's not looking so fancy. Did the soundscape of Vampire Dynasty enhance your experience? Yeah, sound design was okay. Did Vampire Dynasty run smoothly on your PC? With the appropriate settings? Not really. Was like stuttering a little bit, glitching things. Did you enjoy playing Vampire Dynasty? I'll give it a neutral. Was not bad, but also not good. Would you give this game a thumbs up on Steam at this current state? Definitely no. Why would you give it a thumbs down? The building mechanics, not caps. Building mechanics are just ugly blueprints. No sense of creativity, decoration, etc. See, I think enshrouded the building system for inspiration. Is there anything else you want to tell us? Oh yeah. Hire me as your VA advisor. Supervisor. As a Romanian, I feel offended by the amount of English pronunciation of the Romanian tags, names, etc. Photomarker TV / there we go. Leaving that aside, the game itself, when acting as the vampire, is like a cheap version of an ARPG with Batman, Arkham Asylum combat mechanics. I would rather lean into your realism, sim feeling vibe that you managed to create with Medieval Dynasty. This, at the moment, feels far away from the targets. There we go. Bothers me a lot. Submit. Good. Good you. So, Vampire Dynasty. Good. We have some more games to check out. The Altars, Raqqa, Hidden Pass, Endzone 2, Metal Slug, and Dungeons of Hinterberg, and the Zephon as well. I'll use the time now to munch something and to start working on the demo triads that we did today and prepare them and upload them to the tubes. If you missed any of the games today and you would like to see Once Human, Tales of Iron 2, Vampire Dynasty, First Dwarf, Self-Loss, or Project Haven, you'll be able to consume them very, very soon on the tubes. And yeah, let's find somebody to raid and call it a day. Dude, my head is exploding. Let's send you over to the Kiri. Play some Murphwood. Raid. There we go. So it's also on the demo triad thing. Murphwood looks very interesting. It is like a medieval Stardew Valley kind of thing with some book pop-up kind of like art direction. Looks very interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, Vikings, thank you, Calvin, for hanging out today. Was a blessing and a pleasure, as always. And I'm going to see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. We're going to continue with the spin-off wheel. Could be that the Altars will be the first game that comes tomorrow as well. I'm there with you, Ottila, in the boats. Altars is looking super interesting. And the whole idea of it is wild, that you just clone yourself and alter pathway of your life decision to become a physicist or a biologist or something, and then they have different ideologies, different ideas, and then you're basically having an interest of conflicts with yourself because your other self is just having a complete different mindset because of certain decisions that are done differently in your life. It's wild. It is wild. But yeah, Kyosi, hi to Kiri. No raid message because I'm not fast enough to type one. Be good, be kind. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Tightly. It's not the again for you then.
Home is not where you're from.
Hello?
It's where you find light when all grows dark.